Good morning, everybody. My name is Benjamin Loman, and today with Vice Versa Global, I get the chance to go to the Ndabaga Women Cycling Team. So right now they are training in Rwanda, a city about an hour and a half outside of Kigali. And what's so special about their team is that they are very successful here in Rwanda. They have multiple riders who are going to be participating in the World Championships. So I'm going to speak with their coach and some of their riders and find out all about their secrets. It's 7 a.m. right now, it's a bit early, but we have an appointment at 9 when their training starts. And I would really like to take you guys along. So let's go.
My main goal is to train well and become a great cyclist and compete in different races like world championships. As a female cyclist, training isn't always easy, especially during my period, but we've learned to push through and catch up fast.
N'imyitozo yanjye subira inyuma gake ariko nyine kubera nyine umuntu aba yarabimenyereye ahitangera akitoza akagaruka muri forum.
So we have followed Ndabaga Cycling Team for about 20 minutes now. The UCI World Road Championships are coming to Kigali. They are training very hard. As you can see, it's going at a blistering pace. It's hard to keep up. So we are gonna keep on following them and see what is up. Thank you so much for welcoming us. But Ndabaga Cycling Team, how did it came to be? When did it start?
This team started 2 years ago. So before we used to help riders individually to help them to develop them to be students athletes. So before that we got a challenge of some cyclists who drop off schools. That's where the idea came of Ndabaga Women Cycling Team.
So women cycling in Rwanda, it is growing. How do you experience that?
So for me to focus on women, because there was a very big gap between women and men.
Yeah.
There were very, very few women in cycling, and I was like, why not should I go deep in women and interest them and develop them?
Yeah.
To see if they can reach the level of the men's cycling level. So that's when I started with few riders, two riders, developing them. Then I found they catch up very faster than men. Depending, I used to be in a men's team. So men's race is on a high level, different with women. So that's how I got so much interested, and I said, let me develop some women and I see how they can reach far.
What is your secret? Because you have Jazila Mamikazi. I'm trying to pronounce the name right. Was it right?
Yes.
Yes. And you also have Yvonne Masengesho.
Yes.
They both became national champion in their respective fields. For the National Road Championship just recently.
Yeah.
What are you feeding them? What is your secret to success?
So the secret is preparation. And the biggest secret I can say is to focus on few and give them everything possible.
My name is Ntakirutimana Martha. I have been part of the Ndabaga Cycling Team for 4 years. Since I was young, I loved bicycles. Playing with my father's bike is how it all started. I always dreamed of being a cyclist, and my family supported me to chase that dream.
It's supportive.
Some people still don't understand that cycling is for girls too, but we are here to prove that it is. It's a blessing to have the World Cycling Championship in Rwanda for the first time in Africa. This is our chance to show what we've got.
Navuga muri Afrika bagiye kwakira irushanwa ry'igikombe cy'isi muri Afrika. Ni ibintu byiza, ni amahirwe ku banyafurika nkatwe cyangwa abanyarwanda yo kugaragaza impano yacu, kugaragaza ko natwe dushoboye.
Particularly in cycling, there's also, it is quite emerging. It's maybe not as far as the men, as you just said. What are some of the challenges that you guys face?
So In what I can say is sometimes to understand exactly the sport and the education level That's the biggest challenge I get as a coach, because most of our riders have not high education.
Yeah.
This sport is too much of science now, too much education. You have to know much of to do. So that's the biggest challenge. You have to follow them. They know what they have did, know what they have eaten, know what they have, how they are recovering. So that's the biggest challenge. It's the education.
This year, the World Championship will be hosted in Rwanda. What do you think that means for cycling here in Rwanda?
So it's good for Rwanda and for Africa, because it's first time in Africa. So I think that's a good opportunity for African riders to showcase, to show what they're capable, to show other big teams in Europe, World Tour teams, so that they can see if they can start giving opportunities for African riders. Yeah. For women side, I think this is the big opportunity, because to be the first time, like in women category, to have a U23 separate race, which is a good opportunity for them to show talent, because last time they used to race together, women in U23 and elite. So this time I think there's a good opportunity to have them to see what their potential.
Yeah.
I told you a project called Reading Riders, which will give bicycles. They use those bicycles as a move of movement to go to the schools to read for children. So those bikes, we bring them here in Rwanda, we assemble them, then we give to the community libraries.
Do you have a message for other African cyclists and coaches that maybe want to...
The message can be, it's to give a chance to anyone who feels they can ride, because cycling can change life.
So we've just spent a day with the Ndabaga Women Cycling Team, a team that is highly successful with all of the national champions this year, and a team that also have the riders that will be participating on the World Road Championships. But also they have a huge impact on the local community, teaching people how to repair bikes and more. It was an honor to be here today. My name is Benjamin Loman for Vice Versa Global. I am saying goodbye.